Hello, users, and welcome back to another episode of Above It All, the show that is morally and ethically superior to you in every fashion. Of course, I might as well be a monk. I'm just that ethical. But federal execution set to resume after nearly 2-decade hiatus. So let's just read all this. After nearly 2 decades, the federal government will once again begin executing criminals. The Justice Department announced Monday 4 convicted child murderers are set to be put to death by lethal injection. The 4 murderers whose executions are scheduled today have received full and fair proceedings under our Constitution and law, said Attorney Blah. We owe it to the victims of these horrific crimes and the families left behind to carry forward the sentence imposed by our justice system. I'm not here to talk about the executions themselves. I'm here to talk about the morals of it, so I'm skipping all the details. Federal executions have been exceedingly rare in recent decades. According to the Death Penalty Information Center, only 3 have taken place since the federal death penalty was reinstated in 1988. All of those executions were carried out during the George W. Bush administration. One of those was Timothy McVeigh, sentenced to death for bombing the Oklahoma City federal building. Last July, the Trump administration announced that the review was complete and executions could resume. After a series of legal challenges that delayed the executions, a federal appeals court gave Barr the go-ahead in April. In its statement, the Department of Justice said each of the inmates has exhausted his appeals, and no legal impediments prevent their executions, adding additional executions will be scheduled at a later date. Trump is a longtime supporter of the death penalty. I love that little tidbit. But how ominous is that? Quote, additional executions will be scheduled at a later date. How fucking ominous is that? Now, again, I'm not here to talk about the details of these cases. I don't give a shit, okay? Someone can deserve to die. However, does that mean the state should have the authority to kill them? My answer to that is no. Now, anybody who murders children, whatever, yes, do you deserve to die? Sure. I do not think that that is the government's role in society, to kill people. You want to know why? Because William Barr is the same guy that said Antifa was raining terror on our cities. And then, a couple weeks later, turns out there were 0 cases of Antifa-related fucking incidents in regards to property damage, rioting, etc. There was 0 nationally. This is the guy who has lied over and over and over and over and over since he was instituted as Attorney General. This is the guy saying, quote, additional executions will be scheduled at a later date. Think about that. Before you advocate for state-sanctioned murder, think about that. Who are the people that are going to be murdered? Think about the police force. That is also state-sanctioned death penalty. Overwhelmingly, the people that are shot and murdered by cops tend to be innocent. Or at least, we're not committing a crime that is worthy of a federal death penalty and execution. Now, is it a crime to rob a store? Yes. Is it a crime worthy of the death penalty? No. And therefore, think about the way that our policing is going. The state-sanctioned murderers that are killing people in our communities overwhelmingly are doing it to people that do not deserve to die. Now think about that. They're going to bring out the worst of the worst to justify resuming of the executions done by the federal government. They're going to bring out the worst of the worst so that you go like, well, I don't agree with it, but these people are bad. No. There is no but. Like I said, I'm not interested in the stories. They're irrelevant to me. I'd rather not know them. What I'm interested in is the people doing these executions. That's what I'm interested in. So again, do you trust the guy who said that Antifa was raining terror in our cities when there were 0 confirmed reports of anti-fascist fucking arrests? 0. Not like 14 out of 6,000 or anything. 0. Should you trust that guy to provide additional executions that are going to be scheduled at a later date? Do you trust that guy? Because I fucking sure don't. Thank you for watching. Go watch some of my other videos. I uploaded some doozies today, let me just tell you.